Alright, so I use the spell Kill, which instantly kills every enemy.
Yeah.
It's a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
So,
Every enemy within 3 kilometers of where you are.
nah, just every enemy. Like in the
Oh,
entire
in the world.
game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, how much XP do we get?
All of it. Every single
Dungeon
XP.
exploration, just like sifting through all the bodies left.
Yeah. It would be fun to have like a Viscera cleanup detail campaign where you're not like where you're constantly like following behind like a trail of adventures.
Mm.
And like
you play the cultist they're hunting down.
yeah. Oh, maybe.
It's like the old the what was the Marvel series? What was the cleanup crew called? Where it's basically a comic series where a cleanup crew would go around after all the big battles and things from the comic book heroes.
Yeah.
Clean all the shit
Damage
up.
control?
Yes.
I
Damage
just
control.
googled it.
Yeah. It's so like that very loosely based they very loosely based the Vulture from the first Spider-Man Marvel
Oh,
MCU
okay.
thing off that.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway,
I guess my ideas aren't original or unique.
Yeah.
Cry.
Get out of here thinking that any human these days can have an original thought.
I know, right? All right. Starting.
So, anyone want to volunteer for a recap?
I did the other one, so I volunteer. Amin.
Folk, what do we do? Okay. Yes, our brave adventurers went down into the ruins of Undermountain to find in search of treasures such as magical items they can sell, and other reasons which are not apparent to me currently for whatever reason. And we fought some slimes, some goopy slimes, and then there's a statue here that we need to fix. I feel like a 5-year-old telling a story.
See, I fully recognize that the adventure hooks for the first level are pretty light.
Yeah. And now we're just exploring the mountain of the mountain of the mountain.
the underneath of the mountain.
Yeah. We're exploring Under Mountain, and we are next to a statue that we're supposed to figure out how to use to get up.
Yeah, so
Also, we fought some vampires.
Yeah, some quote unquote vampires. So just to recap on what you're looking at right now, you came across like a bas relief carved into the back of the wall, which is was it a bas relief sculpture of a nude heavyset man playing a harp. You've got half a pole lying on the floor, which was broken in half as a 10-foot pole. And there's an inscription that you found carved into the harp that reads, "Gaze upon me with a bronzed visage, and secrets shall I reveal." You did a detect magic on the thing and found a strong aura of conjuration magic in the alcove.
I think last time we agreed to just move on because metagame gave us a godly intervention, told us that we currently cannot solve this.
Yeah, poking it with a stick had no effect. Another thing that happened last session is that Flip almost dissolved into a gelatinous cube.
Oh, yes.
Because he wasn't checking his corners.
Fox has a very concerned look on his face, and he goes, "Home, go rest. Go home, rest." And as he looks at the party, trying to convey his message.
We had a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a long rest in when you were hiding in the cupboard before.
Rest.
We found the broom cupboard. Had a long
Goes-
rest.
No, dangerous here. He's trying to coax you guys into go home. But he concedes. He concedes.
Move on.
He's like, okay.
I'm gonna collect the half a rod that's there.
You should mend it
What are you going to mend it
Mine?
to?
itself because it's broken in half.
Yeah, but you don't have the other half.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just
forgot about that.
put it in one of my bags.
Yep, cool.
What's here?
Which way were we going? Were we going this way or this way?
We were going this way. There was a door here.
There is a door there.
This way?
There also was doors back the other way as well that you chose to ignore, but you may go either way. I'm not your boss.
Back over here.
Vico is sort of overcome with a sudden bout of silence and just sort of follows along, not saying much at all.
Fox
Well-
gently pats him on the head to comfort this torn man.
It's like the brooding half horse, half man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right, Central.
I'm gonna ride this Vista victory.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's not here to say no.
All right, what do?
What sort of doors in front of us?
It's a door.
Open door.
I'm gonna touch it.
Oh God.
So
Oh.
the door opens up into another sort of unremarkable hallway, similar to the rest of the hallways in the area. Although it is not as it hasn't been swept clean by the gelatinous ooze like the hallway that you're just coming from now, and it doesn't have the same light points along the walls. So there are passages to the north, which go straight up, and to the south, which will go down and then bend around the corner to the east.
Well, out of
I'll
character.
look back and say, I'll creep ahead, left or right.
Left. And then Gustav's gonna yell, "Fox, get back here, you daft moron!"
Fox
Alright,
gently
I'll do
scoots
a
back.
stealth check.
Uh,
And I'm just going to also creep ahead and look for any traps.
Why did I hear your thing go whoop, but I can't see your roll?
You're not in game.
Sorry?
yeah.
You're not in the Roll20.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there
there
it
he
is.
is.
Weird.
Let's
Oh,
see.
there you go.
Did my rolls come
Stealth.
through?
Nice. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they came up eventually. That's weird. Must have been like a bit of lag from your connection. All right. So, which way are you going?
This way.
Okay.
I was told to
I'll take you right up to the corner here.
Yep.
What you notice around the corner is there are two bugbears standing guard in an empty room.
Is the hallway lit?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll just creep back and tell everyone that there's a couple of guards up here, bugbears.
We could go talk to him.
Fox say go.
Fox is given consent.
Alright.
Fox say we talk. No, and notice how Fox, when he starts speaking, he says Fox say.
He's developing a third-person persona.
Yeah.
Alright, Gustav's gonna in the corner and be like, "So, what you guys are up to?"
One of the bugbears like looks at you like quite startled and like roars at you and says, "This Xanathar area, leave."
Xanathar, yeah. What's a Xanathar? As he's trying to engage them in conversation.
They so like look surprised. He's like, you not know Xanathar?
No, tell me about him.
He boss. He boss. He the boss of all.
Huh. Well, how
Out of
much
out
do
of
you
out
get
of game,
paid?
do you actually know who Xanathar is?
Gustav's heard about it. I probably need a refresher, but I'm sure there's handy
He's
guy.
the Beholder crime boss.
Ah, that's the guy. Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. That's who I thought it was. All right. So Gustav's gonna be like, "So how much exactly you getting paid?"
We get paid some coin, but we not die is payment too.
How about? Well, actually, what exactly are you guarding? Like, what's behind there? I'm sorry if I'm being a bit nosy.
Roll persuasion.
All right. Oh, I need this character sheet up. That'll help.
Okay, so he is we guarding the bad things.
Huh. What bad things are behind there that you need to be guarding?
Yeah, let me find where the I just gotta remember what they look like so I can describe them. Well, we guard the goblins, which stop the worms with the big beaks coming out.
Worms with the big beaks. Huh. Is it alright if we go past you guys?
No,
Why not? It's not like you have to guard us. You're guarding things from getting out, not from getting in.
you're not Xanathar. This Xanathar area.
Why is the Xanathar so interested in this area?
No.
Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna have a wee little talk with these guys right here, because we're just a little lost. Alright, guys, what are we doing?
Do we need to get through this area?
I don't know.
We could go back and have a look elsewhere.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, one of our members of the party seems to have lost his mind a bit. So, it might be better to wait till he collects himself.
I agree.
He'll then be like, "Alright, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day." And then start to leave.
If we see you again, we kill.
Same to you, buddy.
he looks kind of confused this year. Did anyone
I'm gonna-
remember how the bot works? What the commands are? Is it slash play? It wouldn't be slash.
All right, Fox. Let little kobold.
My mom's never even let me try candy. Hey guys, how are you? Good. Some of my candy is amazing.
What the hell is this?
Is that your
Oh
mom?
god.
What?
I just skip it. You gotta skip.
I've always liked
Skip the
you.
song.
Whatever your name is.
Just typing in D gives us that.
Fox, stop it. Let him scout ahead. That's what he's really good at doing.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so you stealth down. You find a door to the south, but you can't sort of tell anything past that.
I'll just have a bit of a listen at the door, see if it's unlocked.
Fuck say go.
Hang on.
Hold your horses. We'll go if we hear something, or if he screams, or if he comes back and tells us to go.
Okay. Also, I like to think my profile picture on Discord is what Fox looks like when he's normal, you know? That's his blank expression. That's his default.
If that's his default, Gustav cast Smite.
No. Dude, what do you mean? Look at look at the cat.
Right. You may open the door if you wish.
Right, so do I hear anything? Is the door unlocked?
The door's unlocked. You don't hear anything other than sort of the ambience of the rest of the
Right,
Undermountain.
just gonna peek open the door. I open the door and have a peek.
Okay. Inside this room, there is a map. So there's a 30-foot wide floor-to-ceiling map carved into the west wall. In the middle of the room is a 10-foot square open pit. And once the door is open, you can hear movement from within the pit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the moment I hear movement, I'm just gonna go back and just let everyone know that there's a room here, a big hole in the middle. There's a giant map on one of the walls, etc. And I'll sort of gesture for them to follow me.
Alright, I will be following you. Alright, Fox, come along.
Looking through, do I see any movement? No, any people? Or just hear it?
You can only hear it but you can hear it sort of clearly coming from the pit in the middle of the room. I might draw it on actually, because it's draw shape. What do we want? A So this area here is a pit in the middle of the room.
Oh. Now, what do you reckon would put a giant hole in a place like this? We'll step right there.
Just gonna edge a bit closer, see if I can see how deep the hole is or what's making the movement noise.
Sure. So you look over the edge of the pit. So it's an open pit. It looks like it used to be about 30 foot deep, but now the bottom 10 feet of the hole are filled with stone rubble. Its sides are smooth and can't be ascended or descended without magic or climbing gear. Moving around in the pit is what looks like it used to be some kind of living thing, but is now what they call actually, Gustav, you would know what this is. As a paladin,
Mm-hmm.
this is what they would call a revenant.
It's a bloody revenant. It must be purged.
So a revenant is a revenant forms from the soul of a mortal who met cruel and undeserving fate. It claws its way back into the world to seek revenge against the one who wronged it. Revenant reclaims its mortal body and superficially resembles a zombie. However, instead of lifeless eyes, a revenant's eyes burn with resolve and flare in the presence of its adversary. As you look over the side of the pit, the revenant looks up at you and says, "Please, help me out.
Now, why should I help you out?
I hunger for revenge."
Now, what exactly are you trying to get revenge for? Who did what to you and what's their name?
The party killed me.
Your own party killed you?
Yes.
Now, why would they do a thing like that?
They believed I was keeping treasure from them.
Oh, this
Actually,
is
sorry.
weird.
Time on that. uh, let me do a quick retcon of the last 5 seconds.
Alright.
They kept treasure from me. I confronted them. They beat me to death and threw me in the pit.
Now, that is a very bad thing for them to do. Oh, this
How long
this
ago have you been? What's this? How long have you been in the pit?
4 days I've been moving around.
Do you know when you died?
Days, I think. What day is it now?
Sunday.
Sunday. Sunday. Sunday of the 10-day. It's must have been 5 days ago.
5
Why was
days.
your party down here?
We became seeking magic items.
Did you find any?
Some.
I'll pull out the rod, half a rod, and say, did you find the other half of this?
Yeah. That we found. Hey. I'll just catch up. The party moved down into an area. They found some bugbears that are guarding some goblins who are holding back some worms with beaks. Went down to the south and found an undead guy walking around in a pit talking about how the members of his party killed him after he accused them of withholding treasure. Hello?
Matt, did you hear that? Well, Gustav's going to turn to the party and be like, "So, I am at a loss of what to do here.
Why so, friend Gustav?
What?
Why are you at a loss? We either help this gentleman or we move on.
Gustav's going to go over to Flip and whisper, "The thing is, I feel compelled to purge its existence."
To purge his existence.
Shh!
Purge.
Purging doesn't sound too bad.
Or we could help him, like, normally whenever I've been sent to deal with undead, they are mindless things, but this man was brutally murdered.
So, you know from your training the difference between a revenant and sort of like a mindless undead is like the single resolve to right a wrong that occurred during life. So, this man became an undead because he was unfairly murdered by the rest of his party, and you get the sense that all he wants to do is take revenge on his murderers. Something that Gustav may be pretty familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah. Gustav's gonna be like, alright. So Gustav's gonna toss the rope down and be like, "Climb yourself up."
Is anyone else going to do anything before this happens?
I just want to have a look in the pit. Is there any? Is there anything else in there with him? Is he alone?
Yeah, he's alone. Other than the rubble that's sort of on the thing, like all his gear has been taken.
Okay. Yep. I'm happy with that.
So the revenant pulls himself up the rope and stands and says, "Thank you."
Now, I can understand wanting to take revenge now. Do you want us to come with you, or you gonna go off and do your own thing?
I could join you until we kill my... He holds up like his broken fingers and tries to do the bunny ears. Friends.
I say, what? Your two friends?
3 friends.
And then I hold up my 3 fingers and say, 3 is this many.
He sort of like finds a little bit of humor in sort of what you're doing, and sort of like gives like a little sort of like dusty, rattly, sort of like chuckly laugh. Yes. There's the dwarf. His name's Copper. Human Midna and another human, Rex the Hammer. I'm a cleric. He he sort of moves his hands like he's trying to perform some kind of spell. It's like a blank look of confusion sort of comes over his face, and he goes, "My spells, my cleric spells, are not working. Joaquin has forsaken me."
Gustavo will explain to him what a reverend is and what exactly happened.
Then my thirst for revenge is all I have.
I'm afraid so. Now, if you want, you may lead the way, and we'll track down the party, and we'll let your soul get its well-deserved rest.
He points a finger towards the south, to the south wall here.
Before we pursue down that track, I just want to have a look at the map that's on the wall.
Oh yeah, okay. So the map is an elaborate image. It's a cross-section map of the Undermountain, with what is clearly Mount Waterdeep and the City of Splendors at the top, and 23 hollowed-out dungeon levels stacked below it. Each dungeon level has its own stylistic side view, but no names or details are included to suggest what a level is called or what it contains. 3 features stand out to you, Flip. Next to the third level is a bas-relief of a flaming skull. Next to the 16th level is the bas-relief of a comet. Next to the 23rd, or the lowest level, is a bas-relief of a tower with a tiny rune engraved above it.
Okay. Are
Clo-
there any sort of amendments made to the map? Like people tried to carve things in or amend it in any way, shape, or form?
Doesn't appear to. So it appears that sort of it was all sort of like done at the same time by a single person.
Okay. "22 levels."
23.
23 was it? Jesus.
Like I said, this campaign's going to take us the better part of 2 years.
Alright.
So, as Flip's closely inspecting sort of this wall, he notices that the 3 bas-relief of the skull, the comet, and the tower appear to be buttons that can be pressed.
Ooh. I press the comment button.
You press the comet button. A magical, disembodied male voice fills the room and says in common, "Gate access to Stardock from level 16 only."
Ooh, I pressed the skull button.
"Gate access to Skullport disabled."
Disappointingly, I pressed the tower button.
"Gate access to Halasta's Tower from level 23 only."
I'm sorry, did that thing say Stargate?
Stardock.
Stardock, yeah.
Stardock.
And it was the skull that was disabled, wasn't it?
Yep. Skullport, you will recognise as the city where you were told that the woman's brother was going to meet with the Xanathar, Xanathar's guild.
Okay. Whoa, that's cool. I'm just going to search for other buttons and just randomly press other areas that might be button-like.
So there's no other buttons. It doesn't appear to sort of be anything else of interest in this room other than that map.
Okay.
And the pit, of course, and the where the Revenant was pointing down towards the south end of the room.
Gustav's gonna start pushing on the walls and pulling on the walls.
So down at the southern end of the wall, there is a secret tunnel.
Oh.
So behind a heavy sliding door is a curved corridor. It's hidden behind secret doors that connects two different areas. Humanoid footprints in the dust suggest that there is a lot of traffic that passes through here.
Alright, so
A lot of traffic, you said.
A lot of traffic.
Alright.
so this is where our new friends murderers went.
That's the way I think they went.
Cool.
I'll take the front.
I'll quickly just sneak in front of him.
Alright, you go on ahead, you. Do your thing.
Just give me 1 sec. Ah, fuck. Hang on, my dog is barking. I will be 1 sec.
Oh fuck! I was muted for that whole time, bruh. Oh god! All right. Anyway, I found that when I googled Revenant. I'm gonna be right back. But yeah, I googled Revenant and I think it always knows. What do you guys think? Milk, good or bad?
Milk is the best.
True.
Sorry about that. She made me chase her all around the yard to get her.
Nice. That's why you get a cat. I'm just saying. Cat's the superior pet.
Cats are assholes there. My dog's an asshole in a different way.
Depends on the cat, okay? The cats can be really nice and sweet, okay?
Two fist attacks. Nice. Alright, so flip. Alright, so what you notice is through the door at the end of the corridor, as you sneak up to it and sort of like crack it open a little bit and have a peek through it.
Yep.
This is a 30-foot high room. There's a statue, deformed granite, standing on the east side of a large stone column facing eastwards, which is over here.
Yep.
West of the statue, there's stairs that descend 200 feet. Which it then says in brackets after that point that these stairs are not immediately visible to characters entering through the secret door. There are sounds of squabbling goblins emanating from a tunnel that leads north, which is up here.
Alright, I'll quickly go back and show everyone my blue glowing sword to indicate the presence of goblins. No.
Alright.
Tell them that there's goblins. And there's a secret room. And
Yes.
totally not stairs descending 200 feet.
Fox feel at home.
Gustav's gonna walk ahead, and he's gonna notice the statue, and then he's gonna go look at it.
I was going to keep an eye out for goblins.
So as you come down, the Revenant comes with you, and he points towards the stairs.
Oh look, stairs.
Down to level 2 is where he puts up the bunny ears again. Friends have gone.
Alright, we can continue to level 2, but I still feel like there's places here we haven't done.
I'll reassuringly pat Revenant, once I'm calling him Revy, to say, Revy, we will go and find your friends, but we need to make sure that behind us is clear, not ambushed.
Revy?
Yeah?
Why you call me Revy?
You haven't given me your name, and Revy sounds good.
My name was once Halefgarth.
Once Helgarth. Once. Of the
No,
family Helgarth.
I now dead. I maybe have no name anymore.
You could have Revy.
Okay, Revy, I like it.
Alright, Revi. So, what I want to do is, would you mind waiting here for us to go back and make sure everything's all nice and tidy and the rest of the place, and then we'll proceed down to level 2 with you?
I can wait for a while. Or if you make a promise to sate my thirst, I can come with you.
Well, you have my assurance that we will find your quote unquote friends.
I welcome you along, Revy.
Fox prays for Revi's soul to move on. He gently meditates.
Revy will come with you and kill what you need to kill.
That sounds like a plan. But I do say, save your attacks until needed.
Excellent.
So, the statue that is in this room, it's a life-size statue of a dwarf king standing atop a 3-foot-high stone pedestal. Sprouting from the king's neck is a deformed, mostly featureless second head with an elongated, toothless mouth.
Awesome.
The inscriptions on the pedestal have been worn away. On the king's brow rests an engraved stone circlet, and his large hands grasp the handle of a stone warhammer, the head of which is planted at its feet.
Can I read the circlet?
Uh, roll a wisdom check, or a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh no, you got
Oh
nothing.
You have no idea.
I can't make heads or tails of this damn thing.
Fox touch statue, and Fox walks up and he touches the base of the statue.
Mhm. Roll perception.
Oh god. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, so what Fox notices that Gustav woefully missed is that the warhammer is a separate piece of stone that can be rotated.
Ooh.
Fox rotate, and he points at the warhammer, and he pushes it.
So
Rotates it.
you're rotating it sort of
Yeah,
all
do
the
I
way.
have to roll athletics? Yeah, just as much as I can.
No, there's no roll that's needed. So Fox rotates the warhammer. The pedestal suddenly sort of like you hear some clicking, sort of when the warhammer is rotated around. Suddenly the pedestal rises another 3 feet,
Oh, that's the sound he makes.
As the pedestal rises, it reveals an open cavity that contains a circlet identical to the one worn by the statue, but this one's fashioned by gold rather than stone.
Ooh.
Gustav's gonna touch
Gustav Reed. God, here we go again.
This one does not stick to Gustav.
it. Alright, I can make a death saving throw now, huh?
Nah.
Can Gustav read this circlet?
So you can't read the inscription on it. You don't recognize the language.
Gustav's gonna be like, does anyone want to wear this?
Fox where?
Alright, I crown you king of the stone dwarf man, and he puts it on Fox's head.
Fox say thank you. And
There's a
he
lot.
looks very proud of himself. Can I detect magic on items?
You can detect magic on items.
I don't know how detect magic works exactly, or I don't remember.
So the item is magical.
Mm-hmm.
It
Ooh.
is.
I don't think I can tell what it does from detect magic.
You can tell the school of magic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on. Why is the compendium not working?
Could identify it, but it didn't kill you. You put it on.
So the magic is evocation magic.
Oh, okay. I say magic evocation, and I point to the circlet.
Huh.
Read. Maybe read. This is there inscription on it?
There is, but it's in a language that none of you can understand.
Oh no.
Does somebody have comprehend languages?
No, I don't.
I do not.
I show it to the revenant and I say, "You can read."
He looks at it. Cannot read, but so like concentrates really hard on it. This is a magical item that the priest would pay for.
Oh. He says thank you, and he says, "Let's explore." Fox says, "Explore more." Let's.
Yep. We can go back the way we came before we head on to level 2. But there's one thing I'll say, is like I had to attune the stone and gold, alright? You should try doing that with that there circlet.
I'll give you a bit of sort of general game knowledge. So there's a few different ways to identify magic items.
Mhm.
You can do it with an identify spell. You can do it with a short rest. So, like the text says, alternatively, a character can focus on one magic item during a short rest while being in physical contact with the item. At the end of the rest, the character learns the item's properties as well as how to use them. Potions are the exception. A little taste is enough to tell the taster what the potion does. Experimentation, so wearing or experimenting with an item can also offer hints about its properties. For example, if a character puts on a ring of jumping, you could say your steps feel strangely springy. Perhaps the character then jumps up and down to see what happens. And sometimes the magic item carries a clue to its properties, so the command word to activate a ring might be etched in tiny letters inside it, or a feathered design might suggest that it's a ring of feather falling, etc.
What bracelet look like? Or circlet?
So
Pull it off
Speaking
your
in
head and
Fox.
have a look at it.
I do exactly what you said, Gustav.
so the circlet what it looks like is elaborate bands and things. In the centerpiece is a jewel, and there is sort of like individual sort of like lines coming off it, like a sun might look, or like a explosion, or something to that effect.
Oh,
Out of character, I think I
I
figured
think
it
we
out, but
should.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I think we should short rest because I want to find out what this is.
Well, you may short rest, except for the bugbears sitting in the middle of the floor in the next room over, eating from a sack of dead rats and sturges.
Oh, I see. Okay, I will figure this out later. Fox is surprised at his ability to form a full sentence. He's really proud, but yeah. He's like, let's continue.
Gustav's
Yeah.
applauding. He's like, "You are picking up common quite nicely."
Fox smiles and he goes, Fox happy, proud.
I gotta change Haleth's name to Revi. Here we go.
So heavy.
All right. So the bugbears have sort of like that have been sitting sort of there for a while. Sort of as you sort of start talking about the circlet, now they're taking a bit more interest in you.
Oh.
I don't see him. Oh, Fuja does.
Do we notice them approaching?
How are
Roll
you guys doing?
roll perception.
Oh,
Bugbear dangerous.
Yeah, they're not real. They're not real subtle about what they're doing.
Excellent rolls for right now.
Probably don't need to roll if we're doing that good.
So they move towards you. They're still sort of like kind of lazily sort of like loitering, but they've taken a bit of interest in what you're doing since they noticed that the statue has been moved since the last saw it.
Gustav is
Uh,
gonna.
Fox says, stay back. Stay back or attack.
No, we don't need to attack. So, I'm glad you guys are here. I think that statue's about to kill us all.
Roll deception.
Shite.
The lead one's like roars, and everyone roll. What's the thing that you roll when you go into
Initiative?
combat? Initiative. That's the one.
Oh wow, we've really been.
Let me just grab some bugbear sheets.
Okay, I'm excited.
And grab Revy's sheet as well. All right, so this bugbear is going to roar at you as a group and fling a javelin at Gustav as the closest person there.
Bring it on, you hairy bastards!
It'll harmlessly sort of like clink off his armor and rattle into the floor.
Bad move.
Revy is going to go 1, 10, 20, 30. Veka.
Right. Vako's gonna take a step back and then charge straight at this guy over.
Nice.
He is then going to hit him with a maul. And then follow up with hooves.
All right, so none of those will hit.
Oh.
They're beefy boys like myself. I just hope they don't have 20 AC like I do, because that sounds like horrifying.
Flip.
Maybe the windup was a bit too much.
Flip.
Flip
Cool.
do.
Sorry, let me check. Alright. Flip's going to take a step forward and just have a shot at this one that's engaged with his friend. Which I'll get advantage on. Where am I?
Would you get advantage on that? Because he's.
With my pack tactics, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature if one of your allies.
Cool. Yep. 25 will hit. Roll damage.
Sorry, I clicked it twice, and it'll be 3d6 as well.
Yep.
Oh, you disconnected from roll 20 again.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Did I?
Oh, you're back. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, you keep dropping out from the game, and then your rolls are
I'm
delayed.
not seeing the effect on my end.
Fucking NBN is what it is.
Bloody NBN.
So what do we got? 19 damage.
Yeah, 19 damage. And then I'll just reload and wait.
Yep, cool. All right. This bugbear is going to walk forward and take a big swing at Vico with his Morningstar. Vico, that's going to miss. So it's like he swings it sort of like a little bit too high, and you just sort of like move your head out of the way, and it sort of like whooshes past your ear. The following bugbear is going to throw a javelin at Vico, and also woefully miss. Bugbear's not having a good day on the dice. All right, Fox, do your yiff thing.
Oh no. I move up to here, and I say, "Stay back or die." Fox is suddenly now very angry at life. He used to be a pacifist, but now he changed his mind. He's like, "I need to fight."
All right, roll intimidation.
Oh no, I'm not gonna roll intimidation. Okay.
So stay back or die.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could. Where is it? Would that be considered my action if I roll intimidation?
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Nah, never mind. I just lightning for sky.
Let's all right. Let's for fun's sake, let's have it as a bonus action just to see what happens.
Okay, okay.
But normally it would be an action, yeah.
Mhm. They're a little bit intimidated.
So yeah, as you do that, you call down lightning. So what do we got? Dex saves. Still wisdom saving throw to see if they would have. Yeah, they rolled against your intimidation and beat it.
Oh no. Nah, not even my lightning could persuade them to stay back.
All right, so they each passed the dex save. So they would take. Is that half?
I think they take. Wait. 1 second. I'm gonna bring up the actual spell description.
I'm pretty sure it's half rounded down.
Storm appears, shaped at 10 feet. Choose a point, and a bolt of lightning flashes down to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must take a dexterity saving throw. 3d10 on a fail save, or half as much on a successful one. Yeah, so they take half damage.
All right. So which point did you put it down?
I'm gonna put it down here.
All right.
Actually, here. Gonna change my mind.
Yeah. I was gonna say Baker.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 each for these dudes. All right. Got anything else in the tank?
Nope.
All right, Gustav with the 2. You're up.
Alright, Gustav's gonna run up. He's gonna attack the one that's directly to his right. He's gonna try to hit with his extra attack.
Both are gonna miss.
Can I bonus action commit suicide?
You'd miss that as well.
Roll the hit yourself, roll that one. You kill the thing in front of you instead of yourself. That'll be my turn.
All right. All right. So the bugbear directly in front of Vico is looking like pretty shaky on his feet. He's like got some singeing from the lightning, and he's got like a crossbow bolt sticking out of his chest from Flip, and he has a big swing at Vico with his Morning Star. So, Vico, you're going to take 12 piercing damage from that hit.
All right. Okay.
Revi is going to shamble forward and take 2 big swings with his fists at the bugbear that's engaged with what's his face? Gustav. He's going to hit with 1. So what he does, rather than doing damage, he puts his hand out and he grabs around the bugbear's throat and holds him in place. So the bugbear in front of Gustav is now effectively grappled.
His movement speed 0.
Yep.
Do I
Vico.
need to take damage or anything?
No.
Alright.
Vico.
Alright, which one's the one that damaged Vega?
This one.
Right. He isn't happy about that, so...
Oof.
Oof. What's the command for the table, or
I
have
don't
I
think
sealed my fate by...
I don't think I've put the API back in yet. But that's all right. So the first one, you sort of like you do a big swing and you completely miss, and you sort of like chafe your hand a little bit on the thing of the wall. So take 1 damage to your hands for that. And as you swing like all the way around, you do hit with the second hit that you bring through, and you just like put your maul to the side of his head, and the side of his head just like completely caves in, and he is donezo. One interesting thing that happens as he dies and crumples, from the ear that wasn't just completely destroyed by your maul, a tiny brain with legs crawls out.
Bro.
My favorite thing in the game.
Huh.
Uh,
I love these guys.
Bro.
crawls out of its ear and instantly sort of like poof, disappears in a teleportation spell.
Fantastic.
These things are cute.
Flip.
Alright. I'm just going to take a step over to about here. Well, in between these two. And have a shot at old mate here. Again, with advantage.
Yep. Well, he's grappled, so you would have advantage anyway. But
Yeah.
but you will miss anyway.
Misses. God damn it. I curse so many people being in my way and reload and just wait patiently.
So the bugbear tries to struggle free from Revi's grip, but is unable to do so. This bugbear will take a step to the side and throw his last javelin at Vico. And will crit on that. But pretty shit rolls on the crit. So you're going to take 9 damage from that.
Who's that hitting again?
The what?
Who is that hitting again?
You.
Got it. Sorry, missed that bit.
All good. Fox.
I heal Vico using, if I can find it, cure wounds. There we go.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
What we forgot. What happened?
Hang on. 1 sec.
I move up and I lick your face.
You?
Oh. Okay. Wow, this is so intense. You can almost visualize the bugbears.
All right, Gustav.
Gustav's again. Gonna try and hit 2 times.
So you take advantage on both of those, and both will hit.
All right.
Fuck,
And
that's loud. I gotta reduce it down.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
the-
I just manually turned the
Yeah.
volume down on rhythm.
Yeah.
All right. So roll that plus that, and I'm gonna smite. Oh wow.
That's all right. He still goes down. So flailing, you sort of like come down on him 3 separate times and just like smack him around. The final sort of like swing around of the flail head catches him under the chin. Revi sort of like pulls back his hand just before it hits, and his chin just crumbles. He falls backwards, flat on his back, gives out a death gurgle, and is dead. Revi is going to move forward.
With the rest of my movement speed, well.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
still
sorry,
moving
go for it.
on.
Yep.
I'm gonna move forward as well. That's it. Now Revi can take his action.
Man, I should play Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Yeah, I started playing it again recently.
Oh, again, I
You've
always
never-
want to start from the first game of a series. I don't want to jump in
Nah.
the third.
Nah, just jump in the third. You don't have to worry about
Really?
the other 2. Yep. You
Okay.
can just look at a YouTube like recap of what the story was, but it really doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
Don't delay on playing The Witcher 3. It is legitimately the best game I've ever played.
Ooh. Yeah, I've heard. I mean, literally, amazing game.
Okay, so Revi takes 2 fist attacks, hits sort of 1 for 9 bludgeoning damage. Vico, you're back up again.
He's gonna move in and take 2 more swings with them all. Not
Wait.
very far.
No. Rest in peace, Revi.
All right, roll the damage on your first one. Yeah. All right. So not quite enough to kill him, but not too far off. The second one, you sort of like swing your maul around, and it like slips from your hand and falls to the ground over here. So your maul's now 10 feet away from you. Flip.
Right, I will. How far can I go? I'll go to there. Oops. Then have a crack at that guy.
I think you might have advantage on that, mate.
You think I have advantage? Fantastic.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And it's a 19.
All right, my friend, what does that look like?
It's a crossbow bolt through his neck. Precision aimed.
So the bugbear gives out to like one of those like surprised like death gurgles and goes down and is dead. All right,
Rip.
rip indeed.
Should I wait for a sale for Witcher 3? 50 is a bit too expensive. Like, how low will they go?
I got it on GOG for $15 with all the DLC.
Yeah, always,
What?
always check out GOG because that's CDPR's proprietary store. But you might find it hard to get on sale for a while because the player numbers of it shot through the roof when the Netflix series came out.
Oh, the freaking Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
I think
Well, thanks.
I think for the 2 or 3 weeks after the Netflix series came out, it was something like the first or second most played game on Steam.
Bro,
For
all
like
the normies. Not JK.
for like a 5-year-old game.
I think more people were playing it after the launch of the show than there were people playing it when it launched.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
it's possible. You've got 2 DLCs that were pretty much as big as any full AAA games.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you're putting at least 120 hours into that game if you play it all.
Ooh.
I gotta play 2 first. I don't think I can handle 1's jank.
Yeah, I only got as far as the first act in 1. It's just about timing clicks. Holy shit, it's pretty expensive on GOG as well. It's like $80 US for the Game of the Year edition.
Oh, God. Well, I guess I'm gonna start with the first one.
Game of the Year in America is currently 50.
Yeah, that's about 80 Australian.
Yeah.
Was it 50 USD is 75 AUD, and then you put the Australia tax on it. It's about right.
Oh, God.
I remember in the old days of Adobe, the only way you could get Photoshop and stuff was physical discs.
In Australia.
Yeah. So in the US, I think it was $150 or something, and in Australia it was 3,000.
Oh, God, what the? Yeah.
Sorry. What?
That fits. For countries that don't import.
Yeah, Australia gets fucked on imports all the time.
Mm.
Because our market is so relatively small that no one really gives a shit.
No, so sad. You can move to. Would you have to pay taxes on discs if you buy them overseas?
Yeah.
When you're coming back,
Uh,
do you got a? Do they go over there? Do you have any software we need to look at, sir?
It's never happened to me. I've heard of customs agents going through people's iPods and stuff to try and get pirated music.
Bro.
But I've never seen it myself.
All right.
All
so
right.
what do now? Move the bodies.
Should we take a bit of a break?
Yes. I'm
sure.
gonna take a little bit of a fat dump.
Vico, you can go and pick up your mole.
Yeah. I probably have about an hour left to play, I'm assuming.
Yep. All right. Well, let's take a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna enjoy the la 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 la.
Anybody back?
I'm back. Man, this whole fucking level's just well, probably the whole campaign. It's so sandboxy. It's pretty hard to like guess where you guys are gonna go.
Imagine.
So you sort of have to know like the whole level and what it's gonna be around every corner before you run it. Like some of the Fandelver stuff, you can sort of like take it area by area.
Yeah.
You have like a reasonable idea of like the overarching story, but it's pretty linear. Where there's like on this level, there is like a bunch of different factions all like working against each other.
Uh,
I have to find the story recap for Armin.
I saw a longship made of the claws of dead men. The wraiths drove everyone to the shore.
Oh, sorry about that.
Mysterious assailants, later revealed to be the group called Salamander. Although the attackers are quickly defeated, they manage to take possession of the Witcher mutagens, secret formulas that allow to genetically
Haha, don't look at me, opening up Realm of the Mad God. Huh.
Yeah, Armin, I give you the two like story so far things for the Witcher.
Sorry, what? Oh, is
Two-
that the story so far?
That's for
Oh,
the
nice.
first Witcher game, and then for the second Witcher game.
Wait, is that Geralt in the first?
Oh yeah, the graphics in the first game were awful.
Dude, this is he looks so ugly. What the
Yeah.
hell?
I mean, to be fair, he kind of always does.
Yeah.
I
I know,
like in the Netflix series.
he's pretty fucking sexy in The Witcher 3.
Yeah. I'm not gay, guys. No homo. Haha. just saying. No. Yeah, I'm so down. Like even when it first released, everyone like all of my friends talked about how such a great game it was.
I played it. It was good.
I've never played it to the. I've played the main game to completion. I've never played the full game plus the DLC all the way to completion.
Me either.
Is it like that huge?
Yeah.
All I know is stuffed horse.
Oh yeah.
I do not know that, and I'm frankly concerned that you said that.
Stuffed unicorn.
Yeah, my bad. Stuffed unicorn.
It's referred to in the first 5 minutes of the game, and then I think it's about 10 hours in, you get to actually use it.
Yeah.
Alright, I have to Google this.
Don't
Or is it
Google
spoiler? Okay, I won't.
Yeah,
I
it's a
won't Google it.
spoiler. Don't
It's not. It's. I wouldn't call it a spoiler. It's like
I
the.
would.
Too late. Oh, I googled stuffed unicorn and I got like plushes. I should have like googled stuffed unicorn Witcher. Nah, I won't. Spoiler free mode. Spoiler free mode activated.
Yeah, the first thing is on Reddit. There's a thread, July 18th, 2015. Can anybody explain the unicorn reference to somebody who has never read
Okay.
into Witcher lore?
That's me.
I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, the first reply is, Yennefer had a magic stuffed unicorn upon whose back she liked to make love. Geralt was of the opinion that the only place even less suited for lovemaking would be the back of a live unicorn.
Oh. Okay. I'm frankly concerned now.
There's a lot of fucking in The Witcher 3.
And in general.
Yeah.
In general. There's a lot of fucking in general.
In contrast to The Witcher, who considered a bed a luxury and valued all possible applications such a wonderful piece of furniture offered, Yennefer was wildly inventive. Geralt recalled pleasant moments spent with the sorceress on the slope of a roof, in the hollow of a dead tree, on the balcony, and those of others, the railing of a bridge, a canoe, rocking unsteadily on a rushed stream, and lastly
Wow.
while levitating 30 fathoms above the ground. But worst of all was the unicorn. One happy day, however, the thing collapsed beneath them. It ripped open and broke into pieces, causing the pair to burst into wild laughter.
Nice. Wow, that's such a wholesome story, guys. Haha.
Not for the unicorn.
Yeah, not for the unicorn.
She's a sorceress. She can fix it.
Is there necromancy in The Witcher 3?
Yes. There's a specific sort of like pretty unsettling part. That would be a spoiler if I went into it.
Okay. No spoilers, please. Keep me clean.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider sort of the unicorn to be a spoiler because it's more of a lore reference.
Wait, what have I missed? A unicorn?
Yeah.
A unicorn appeared out of the belly of the bugbears.
Talking about the Witcher. And how Yennefer the sorceress likes to fuck on a stuffed unicorn.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Geralt doesn't particularly like it. He would much rather fuck in a bed.
I post that in shit posting. I found this video.
Let's see. You know that meme where it's like key to Yennefer's room, common item?
This monster, tell me more.
I saw eyes
Like that
burning
image?
like coals and a jaw full of hard black penises you could
I'll
Alright, that.
I'll bring it up. Let's see.
Make yourselves at home.
Talk to him, Geralt. If I do, first word he says to me, I'll lose it and throttle my fucking
I could understand a Witcher becoming a hired assassin, but a gigolo. Why ever not? They say no Witcher has ever splooshed in his bed. I aim to be the first.
I like you.
Relax, Lambert. Allow me to introduce my wife, Letitia, and her two little tits. They're pretty small. Very true.
I require
Is something happening in a roll
I
20?
was watching this game of poop thing.
Oh.
Would you teach your grandmother to suck dick?
No.
Get off your high horse and teach the suck of
No.
Do it.
No.
Oh, beast gods. Get out of my sight. You distress me.
All right, I'll do it.
Go. Chop chop. Before I change my perfume.
Found a fresh chest.
Wake up. You're pathetic. It's just a dream. Wake up.
Wonder what would happen if I laid my dog on her.
Do it.
Alright, I gotta stop watching that.
Yeah, you'll get sucked in.
I gotta lay my dong on her. All right, looting the bodies of the bugbears. Nothing much really of value comes along. Pretty much all they have on them is their weaponry and a bit of. There's dead rats and sturges in the sack that they were all eating from earlier. That's about all they have.
Nice. And the sack?
The sack?
Health back. So we can backtrack, we can continue going forward.
Fox say go up.
So,
Up's the
anything
ceiling,
else
I
in the
can't
room?
exactly walk there.
I left. Up, left, down, right, same.
There's nothing else of interest in the room. So it just seems like it's a little den that the bugbears.
All right, we're exploring to the south then.
So the tunnel to the south follows around back into the room with the statue.
Oh, okay.
Okay, going down this way does that too. Yep. So there's a passage north from the room with the statue.
Yep. So down this passage is where you could hear the sound of squabbling goblins.
Uh-huh.
We can go run and kill some squabbling goblin.
They're
Shall
gonna be
we?
gobbling
I
on
can see
this.
them from where I am. Are they doing anything? Are they just milling around?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Roll stealth, was it?
Yep.
Then again, they might be friendly and want to talk, so.
So there's 19 loud, mean, starving goblins bickering and fighting over scraps of moldy food in this long hall. There is a 20th goblin lying dead on the floor, seemingly the victim of an argument that ended badly.
I'm going to reach into my... what's it called? I'm going to reach into my bag of tricks. And I'm going to pull out it looks like a... And I'm going to throw it into the room.
It looks like a what?
It's like a fluffy ball.
Uh-huh.
It's a rust-coloured bag of tricks. So I'll roll a d8, and the fluff, a ball of fluff, will turn into something.
Right.
Oh, excellent. In true Pokemon style, I say, I choose you. And then I throw the ball of fur, and a 7, it turns into a lion.
Right.
And my lion is named Alchie.
Alchie.
Would be a shame if that lion was eaten.
Yeah.
Would be a real shame.
That lion's not going to be happy to be surrounded by.
Do you have a stat board for your lion?
I don't, but I'm looking for one.
I don't want to roll initiative for all these fucking goblins.
One initiative for all of them.
19 attacks against everyone.
I can hear the goblins bickering in the background.
Should be in D&D in Roll20's compendium.
Yeah.
In my Roll20 room, I just have things set up where I can import monsters from other websites.
I used to have something like that, but I haven't imported it over. Alright, cool. So, you threw a lion in the room.
I did indeed. I put a cat amongst the goblins.
So as the lion sort of like materializes, you hear the goblins sort of like shriek in surprise, and they all turn towards the lion and attempt to attack it for the purpose of eating it.
No.
So this lion, is it does it just behave like a normal lion, or does it take orders?
So it behaves like a normal lion, but it's companions.
It's what?
It's friendly to me and my companions.
Yep.
But if I don't give it an explicit command, like follow me or attack or whatever, it will just behave naturally. So it will try and defend itself. It will attack prey, whatever it thinks it's appropriate to do.
All right. So it pounces on the first lion, the first goblin there. So what do we got? I should really make a sheet for it.
So its attacks are pretty simple. It gets +5 to hit, and it's a 1d8 +3 for a bite, and a 1d6 +3 for claw.
Oh, it yeah, doesn't do real well. So it completely misses. The goblins sort of like round on it and begin hacking at it with little goblin like spears and knives and things, and very quickly take it down and begin feasting on its flesh.
Ouchie!
Wow.
No.
Well, that line had. Did you just use the base 20 hit point?
Yeah.
It It got taken down pretty quickly.
Fox Revenge Lion?
I'm going to look back at the group and say, like, questioningly, what do we do?
I don't know. Like, I feel like we could take on the one hand, but on the other, I feel like they're just gonna mob us and eat us.
We can try and flank them.
But that means that some person's gonna be standing off on their own, and if they all decide to go into that person, they could eat him alive before we can get to him.
That's true. We do have him in a bit of a bottleneck here. In the hallway.
Yeah. I've got a plan.
I love it when you have a plan.
Gustav's gonna run up here and be like, "Oi!" and then run back over to here.
Roll performance.
Nice.
Two of the goblins that were sort of like trying to crowd around, like turn around and come around the corner, looking for where the oi came from.
How you doing?
They scream at you and roll initiative.
Oh god. One. Oh, there we go. Finally, something bigger than one.
Come on, big number.
Big number. Good.
Revy, where's Revy?
Oh.
All right, Gustav.
I had to fix that.
Gustav is gonna run up to here. He's gonna lash out twice with his Morning Star and attack. That's the wrong thing.
All right, the second one will hit. Yeah, so you just bring your flail down and just like completely. It's almost like a watermelon. How easily this goblin's head just like squishes into nothing.
Oh god.
Ah, shit. Yeah, and yeah, Vico should have gone first. That's right. You go next, Vico.
Yep. Is that all good?
Yep.
Alright. Seeing as how the mall has failed a few too many times today, he's gonna push up, and that's a lot of gobos, but we can handle this.
Oh, the great sword. Nice.
All right. Yeah, roll damage. Yeah, so with the greatsword, you just like you run up with your hooves clacking against the stone floor, and you sweep with two hands from low to high, and you just cleave this goblin in two, and it just like falls apart in even halves.
Excellent.
The rest of the goblins are all still too distracted feasting upon the lion to take any notice of what's just happened.
I got this.
Fox call lightning. Oh.
And then we can lure some more back here. That might be best.
Fox, you call lightning.
I'm gonna call lightning. Right here. Bam. There goes all my level 3 spells.
Where? I didn't see where you.
Here.
All right. So on
right
this one.
in the. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do one dex save instead of doing
God.
9.
Wait, let's Miles.
Come on, come on. Please. Fail. This is very intense.
It will. They all pass.
Oh my god.
However, you still kill them all.
Oh, nice. Wow, that was so easy. Poor lion, bro.
Well, you don't. Sorry, you don't kill all the goblins. You kill all the goblins within 5 feet of the point.
Yeah.
The rest are really sort of kind of oblivious to what's going on. So have get out of the way, lion. Sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of that lion token. So although they sort of like see like the lightning cracks like quite loudly and 9 of these goblins fall over dead, the rest of them that are left sort of like scamper over the bodies to continue sort of like feasting on the lion. So there are
Wow, they're really
8 of
hungry.
them left.
Whoa.
We can take him.
Do we really need to kill the rest of these? We could just stand them down pretty easy. Show them all their friends.
That's
Nah.
true.
Kill.
Hey, goblins. You do
Oh
realize
wait,
that
I take that back.
you do realize that you're all kind of dying, don't you?
Roll intimidation. They're all just like, they're so hungry and famished that they just like, they really haven't taken any notice of what Gustav is doing.
Gustav's gonna like push the one in front of him with his foot just a little bit.
It so like turns around like viciously and swipes at you with its little dagger, but will completely miss and drop the scimitar on the floor. So like looks at you and like goes ah, and like turns back around and continues to push its way to the lion.
Guys,
Okay, Fox Thunder Waves. He goes, this better for them than suffer. And he does the Thunder Wave here.
I believe Thunderwave comes from yourself.
Oh wait, it does? Fuck. Shit. That makes no sense.
Gustav,
Alright.
Gustav, roll a
No, I was just kidding. Oh god.
roll Constitution saving throw.
No, I don't know if the spell works.
All right, half damage, so 4 damage for Gustav. So 4 damage for all of the goblins as well, because they pass their con save. Now they all sort of like fly and hit the wall, and now they turn around and they're looking madly at the party, and they roll initiative. Which I'm going to give them 1 initiative this time because I just
that's what I would do.
too fucking many of them. And they go last. So Flip.
Oh, oops, sorry. Okay. They've got their attention on us now.
Yep.
I'm just going to start picking them off.
Yeah, let's ignore the fact that I didn't know how to use the spell.
Yep, that'll hit.
It's just 5 damage to the first one.
Goes down.
And I'll just move to here. That's my turn.
All right, Fox. I'm just gonna skip over you because you did the thunder wave.
Yeah, I did it a bit late. Like the initiative roll as well.
Revy's gonna come
And
in
the thing.
and just like pick up one of the goblins and slam it down on the ground. Which will just like make him a bit of a smear on the stone. Vico.
Right. Since it's clear that we're not going to be doing this peacefully, Vaco moves in and begins hacking and whacking.
All right, roll damage on the first one.
It'll be towards that guy.
Yep. You put your great sword just like straight through his chest, and he slides off the sword with a bit of a squelch and falls down dead. Gustav.
Gustav is going to occupy that space for just a second to get past him. He's going to stand right here, and he's going to swing.
The first one will hit. Yep. Which one?
That one, the one right to my north.
Yep. All right. So the flail just like crushes his chest, and you hear his rib cage just like crack in. So these four goblins, they all all descend upon Gustav at the same time, and stab at him with their little goblin blades.
All right. Yeah, come after me. GG, man.
GG.
All right, man. We'll probably call it a day after this encounter anyway.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So the goblins like all jump on Gustav, and they're like trying to stab at him through his armor, and it's all just clinking off. So he just takes no damage.
I am immortal.
Flip.
Vaco dissipates. He goes back to his blank soulless stare.
Oh no. Wait, we should feed him to the goblins.
No feed. Oh, is it my turn or is it? It's Flips. It's Flips. Never mind.
No, it hasn't moved off that. I didn't think the turn order was.
Yeah. For some reason, Fox re-rolled his initiative, but I kept the order the same. So, Flip, it's your turn.
Oh yeah. Well, it's me, then I'll just have another shot.
That will hit because you got advantage based on the fact that they're basically sitting on top of thing. All right, which one are you ending?
Sorry.
Which one are you killing off?
This guy here.
All right. Now for brevity, did you want to kill the last three, or did you want to just say that you easily dispatched the final three?
I think it's inevitable that they're dead.
As a party, it's up to you whether you want the gory details of smashing each one into a pulp, or if you just say, yeah, they're dead.
Gustav would try to let them go, but if they shot back, they'd be dead.
All right, so they're going to continue to try and stab through Gustav's armor. Looking at the turn order, they're picked off one by one by Fox, Revi, and finally Vico. And combat is finished.
Wow. Rest in peace, Goblin.
All they wanted was a scrap of lion.
Yeah. That was so sad. History repeats itself. Lions are made to be eaten.
Don't mention Sir Pounce.
Yeah.
I don't think I've told Keel about the story of Sir Pounce.
Oh, I think didn't you say it in this group chat like before?
Possibly. But I'm not sure if I said it before Keel joined the game or not.
Oh, I see, I see. Don't worry, I'm up for a retelling.
Alright.